Hey guys, I'm going to be breaking down the final part of the My Rank Brawlhalla Experience trilogy, so if you haven't watched them already, go watch them. It's a short series and it gets so much better as it goes along. So yeah, final part, let's go. We'll see if I can spot out any mistakes, but I don't think I will in this watch right here. Okay, right off the bat, I see a mistake, but this is like the main mistake, okay? Anyways, this video starts out kind of clippy, and it doesn't sound very smooth to start. The fade-in isn't very smooth. Now, I do want to say one thing about the previously. The previously in part 2, I did rewatch it, and it is a little, the cuts aren't as good, but in this previously, in the final part, it's way better. The only mistake is right here. Vector. The vector cuts out a little too early. Passed as vector. The very first, so you can't even hear the R on the vector, but that's probably the biggest mistake. So I'm experimenting with the glitches effect that I hadn't used in any of my previous videos at all. So it's pretty cool, kind of adds to the mystery, and starts off pretty strong with present day. As I consistently won my battles, my opponents were seeming more pathetic and worthless than ever before. So it starts off strong, just saying my opponents are pathetic and worthless, like kind of unexpected. I felt as if they had no meaning. Just another opponent to completely destroy. The destroy is kind of spooky. It's all black and glitchy, because I am gonna destroy everybody and their mothers. I was truly losing myself. Losing myself, kind of fading away, you know? Get it? Bro, look at this witch. We're like a little bitch. Okay, so that joke's supposed to be just stupid. It's just another stupid funny, like you just facepalm, you know. Boom. So because of both of these jokes, these stupid funny jokes at the beginning, it's not super serious up to this point. I was initially intending for this part to be serious, but I just added some funny stuff in, so. The feeling of the power coursing through my little acorn was a feeling I could not give up. Not again. Little acorn, I'm not gonna break that down. There's nothing to break down. Wait, maybe there is, because I don't. I have a very large ache. I have a very Not again. I don't know what the hell's going on. So that little, what the hell's going on? I actually had in attempting frontline campaign in Rogue Ace's video, but I actually had the clip. This is just the sound. I just reused it because I don't have unlimited clips, and it sounded kind of funny because I just blew myself up for no reason. Ranked was changing me for the worse, or more specifically, Vector was. Okay, so the thumbs down is like a pretty big thing throughout the plot. A lot of twists and turns with that. So it wasn't long before I was smothered in delusion once again. So this is actually really significant, me changing my color, right? This is showing how messed up I'm becoming. How my brain is going big boom. But that eye is a lot like, the eye of Vector is a lot like my profile picture eye. So it looks pretty cool. So that's the main reason. It looks a lot like my profile picture eye. And of course, I'm down thumbing people right in the down thumber. So I'm just progressively losing myself, just more and more, going into a state where I might be a little unhinged. Since this montage is at the beginning of the video, it might not be as impactful as it could have been. Maybe I could have made it longer before this montage. But I think it's a great montage. If you rewatch the video, I think it's a great montage. And when I say montage gets a bad rep. Montages can be sick, like this. But I'm just ranting. Let's just go. This part, the cut was a little messed up, and you can hear me going, "What?" And it kind of cuts out, so it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a bad cut, I guess. It's slightly bad. I just got it perfect, and if I move to the left, so it actually unzooms a little too early, so it's a bad cut. So that's probably like one of the biggest mistakes as well. If I go to the left a little bit, see, this is the same part. It's so quick that you don't even notice it. Look at that, it's so quick. And I can't even get it on again. So it's so unnoticeable, but it does kind of interrupt the flow a little bit. So this black outline filter kind of corresponds with the static filter in this, like how it's all staticky, and it's just getting more and more distorted, more and more from not even being the colors of reality to just overlapping with static, so you might not even be able to tell that image. I've made it. I reached gold rank, but I lost so much of myself in the process. So, I lost a bunch of myself in the process. We saw that, got worse and worse, down thumbing people. It was obvious that I was no longer the lighthearted player I used to be. It was only a matter of time. So this little scene isn't actually in the previously, but this is actually from the first part, right before, you know, I go towards them and fail my attack before I destroyed myself. All there needed to be was a trigger. Somebody to set me off. And there's 10 seconds of story right here, but I just paused it because before we get into this next part, this is supposed to be the funniest part in the video, but I'm not trying to make fun of this kid. I was looking for a funny photo of a kid, and this one popped up, and I thought he looked funny. Sounds bad, but I thought he looked funny, and like I could have chose any other kid. Okay, wait, no, I'm just making it sound worse. No, but I could have chose another kid with a dirty face, but this guy's dirty face. It's his dirty face, that's all it is. I swear it's only his dirty face.
Okay, well, before we start, can I at least order some pizza? Johnny?
My confidence was still flourishing at this point, and I knew I could easily defeat him. Very easily defeat, very, very, very easily. Okay, so right here, the voiceover is actually done in like a few attempts. So I just repeated myself over and over. I didn't really have a script written. So it was just I just kind of winged it. And it ended up in the final cut. I don't know how or why, but it is kind of funny and kind of works. Except I couldn't. One loss was a lot, but a rematch might be able to equalize it. Surely I couldn't lose. Surely I couldn't embarrass myself more than I already have. Surely I'd be able to regain some confidence. But no. The Mr. Incredible faces are just like a realization of that I'm actually going to lose this. So these Mr. Incredible faces, I would have liked to have them feathered so they kind of fit in a bit better with the video, because it just kind of, it looks like a, you know, square. It doesn't look that slick. All I wanted to do is eat a mouthful of dirt, jump off a cliff, and then... So that sentence came to mind. I was actually inspired by a Reddit post, nice big Reddit post, and it was like, said something like, or it might have been a Reddit comment. It might have been a Reddit comment, but it said like, I like to eat a nice steak dinner, light myself on fire, and then, you know, choke on some gasoline or something like that. Something random. So I just kind of got inspiration from that for this joke. And then... You didn't just... So obviously the thumbs down, it comes back to haunt me. And this is the trigger that sets me off. So yeah. From here, it was all but a downward spiral. So this is the first Minecraft cameo in any of my videos. And eventually I might make a Minecraft video. I have a pretty sick idea. It's again a story-based video. But yeah, Minecraft cameo. Pretty cool.
Oh!
Okay, so I found out what happened, and it's actually hilarious. I do it to everybody who doesn't dash out of attacks now. I like bullying children. And here, there's the biggest mistake in the entire thing. This is the biggest mistake, all right? I just noticed it. I have my elo looking at 1,335, even though not long ago at all, I was sitting at 1,379. How did I go from that and in one fight drop 50 elo? Well, you see, I edited the placement of this. I put this a little earlier because I thought it would be a great transition into this montage that's coming up. Um, but maybe I shouldn't just for this one mistake. But no, I think it works great as an intro because I'm like, what just happened? It is still part of this sequence of losses. So it's not like it's completely random. It's just near the end of my losses. There's a little clip in the audio transitioning from this screen to this filter to these filters, sorry. But I think it adds to it. Like it goes to the most distorted screen you guys have seen. So it kind of adds to it. Let's hear this clip again. You hear that? So yeah, that clip, I kind of liked it there, to be fair. It's not really a mistake. I kind of like it there. Okay, so obviously now I show my elo at 1,367, but it shows my present elo in my best elo, which is a huge difference. It's 50 elo difference. So that's why I put it there, because there's a huge difference. So I did another part like this in the attempting frontline campaign in Rogue Ace's video, and I've gotten things like, "What the frick? What's the point of this? This is the worst part of the video." I think it's just kind of cool. Like it just shows I'm angry, and they have different meanings in the videos, right? Come on! Okay, so that "come on" was actually a voiceover. It wasn't in game audio. I just added it because just to show the watcher that I'm still there. I haven't just disappeared from the earth. Yeah. Come on! Okay, so for that death, I should have added a little voiceover there to say no and like something like that. Just a quick no would have sufficed. Um, I don't know. I think it would have felt a little better. No, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Because here, this was also a voiceover. That I can't do this anymore. That was also a voiceover. So if I did a voiceover right before, it would have felt a little more natural. I don't know, but yeah. Uh, Overall, though, this entire montage is sick. Like it just, yeah, it's sick. Chills. I get chills, and I spent hours making this, but. So the delusions part from part one wasn't quite long enough. So this one is way longer and it's just way better. So it goes on. It goes pathetic, worthless, no meaning. All the things that we had said at the beginning of the episode. We were thumbs downing people and now then we got thumbs down, and then all these things that we were saying to other people are coming back to us. So it's a theme of what goes around comes around. And the atmosphere is just amazing, and I really like this part. The delusions helped me see things from a different perspective, and I no longer needed Vector. Okay, so here it's like the same part from part 2 where I'm like, everything changed, even though nothing had really changed then, and nothing really changed now. I knew the angel was really a delusion, but that changed nothing. So here is where I actually confirmed that the angel is a delusion. The delusions only made me stronger. Real or not, I would reach new heights. There would be no one to stand in my path and I would defeat everyone. But of course I had to contain myself. I wasn't gonna fall back to my old ways. I wasn't going back to Vector. No. So in this part, it kind of resembles my first death. I think it was my first death of being Ada in part 1. So it's like, is the cycle gonna repeat again? Am I gonna go back to Vector? No. The creepy invincible face just to go along with it. But this cliffhanger it's a cliffhanger. There's not much to say because I'm not going to say anything about it because it's a cliffhanger. You decide for yourselves if you really think I'll go back to Vector. So overall, I think this part destroys the rest of the parts. The other ones I have some major problems with. This one, of course, it's not a masterpiece, all right? It has some flaws, but it's a great video, and I think it stands on its own. I don't think you have to watch the previous parts to enjoy this one. And now is the breakdown. Like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future stuff I'll be posting. I'll be posting on this channel a bunch. Also, my main channel is down in the description where you can find this video that I just broke down and the other parts, so go sub to that. And yeah, see you guys later.